I am a fan of Golden Hoops.
Merge, and that would be Naz Reid so far with 17 and 7.
Yeah, that's en route to a new star for sure for tonight.
3-point game, 57-54. Time now to check in with the Access Sportsnet studio. It is the Jack in the Box halftime report.
And in the huddle, Jordan Bell and Steve Kerr getting into it. It looks like Kevin Durant trying to.
I've had run-ins with coaches before, but you saw that in-house in the locker room.
Foster, first-year assistant coach, longtime NBA player. Most recently in Atlanta and Milwaukee as an assistant coach.
Matter of fact, Chris, they're separating them. They're keeping them separated. Foster and Gober. But Foster seems to feel like he's okay and can have a conversation.
And so we have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take it as well with 2:26 to play here in the third quarter.
On the edges, with the Pacers getting drilled by 21 tonight.
Well, that's the best time to get at them.
Yes.
By the way, just in case you're asking, when they start arguing amongst themselves, that's it.
This is not a great look right now for a team that is in a little bit of a tailspin. And Bjorkgren having a little conversation with his big man right there. And Greg Foster still hot. Contentious. See Calbert Chaney right there. I believe that's Calbert under the mask.
Argument going on. Marcus Smart. See, getting into it with one of the assistant coaches. Smart not happy, and he throws the towel down.
That was beautiful.
Dragic 5 of 5 in the quarter. Now has 22 points, and Minnesota needs to talk it over. And Marcus Morris. Well, Marcus Morris very unhappy.
Still hot.
After getting that technical foul and expressing his frustration with his head coach as well. And really having a hard time calming down. Him and Jeff Hornacek getting into it. And finally broken away from each other.
An interesting dynamic here at a pivot point in this series. And the veterans had to get in there. And you mentioned heated words. There's frustration. Was happy at this time as those two guys were talking about whatever shot selection, whatever it might be. And Dwyane was pretty hot, and the veterans got in there and then had the conversation continue with Wade.
Today, what the heck happened out there? As we went to break, a scrum broke out. Now, this was the scene as Facu Campazzo looked like was trying to be the peacemaker, but it was all going on. As the Nuggets and the Blazers getting into it, Scott Hastings. Well, Nurk.
And there is Tibbetts from the top of the screen from Portland's bench. A technical foul has been assessed to Michael Porter Jr. and a technical also assessed to Tibbetts.
Makes it happen though, and Amir Johnson, one of those guys, he brings you the intangibles.
Rick Carlisle not happy.
It's a good time out here because he's, it's embarrassing as a coach. You just had 15 minutes at halftime. Your team's getting beat at home, having a heated exchange. I mean, he is just telling him, sit your you-know-what down.
Yeah, he just told him to sit down.
And they went at it. I mean, they were screaming at each other in the huddle.
What happened in the huddle?
Everybody was wondering where the dinner plans were tonight after the game. It was pretty clear. Like, we have a very competitive, gnarly group, and we were getting our asses kicked. And two straight games, we were not playing to the level that we wanted to play. And would say virtually every single person in that huddle was pretty animated about our disappointment in how we were playing.
I know this team has a lot of veterans, but how do you, I guess, get it to not affect anything moving forward and kind of stop it?
No, it won't. We have bigger things to accomplish, but we do want to play better, and everything has to be better across the board. It starts with our leadership. Our veteran players have to lead.
Antonio not fouling, and there is the foul. Popovich upset at Danny Green.
Game clock and shot clock. He wanted to stop, get the possession, and then run the play.
Popovich is livid.
Watch Pop say no foul, no foul, no foul. Ettore Messina, his assistant, no foul. And then Green foul. Look at Pop, how upset he is.
A little too long as Devin Harris worked it down. And now the Knicks will put it in play in their backcourt.
Big man on the ball. Boone comes in to take away the right-hand pass. Knicks concede it.
And Nate Robinson took that shot.
Mike D'Antoni is all over Nate Robinson right now.
He put it in the net basket.
It was after the buzzer. Nate Robinson saying it was after Mike D'Antoni is hot right now.
Well, that is a ridiculous move by Nate Robinson. He thought time had run out, but you never know.
Been the number one team in the league. Vucevic comes up short. Rebounded by Middleton. And we've got an altercation. Ennis and Marvin Williams, and James might have thrown I don't know if it was a punch, but it certainly was an arm motion with his right arm. Tempers flaring in game 3. Marvin Williams. Discuss what penalties should be delivered. Pushing and shoving going on. Official Kevin Scott seemed to pick up all of it. There's the first big shot. Kevin Scott racing in. Marvin Williams, a fistful of James Ennis' jersey. So I'm not sure if that's going to be deemed a punch or not. No, I don't think so. I think he's just trying to get his jersey out of the clutches.